Hey folks, Dr. Groovy here, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com, bringing you an old Ross distortion pedal from back around 1979. This one here, this here sound you hear sounds like somebody opening up a bag of potato chips. That's actually my microphone in this horrible contraption. Okay, let's show you this. Okay, here's the Ross pedal. Distortion, simple. Known for being much more useful than the original MXR distortion and the Rat and all that other stuff. This goes from nice, barely overdriving things, or just to push, add a clean sound actually, to push the input stage of tube amplifiers. To nice, just regular overdrive sounds, to distortion, all the way up to fuzz with two knobs. Okay, this here is considered the brown version if you're looking on eBay for these. Most people will not know what they have. They will call this the tan version. There was one that was tan, which is about 8 shades lighter than this, okay? So most of them are going to call it tan, because those go for more. Okay, so the brown version, this one, generally goes about $150 to $200 on eBay. I got in and got mine for $17.85. Okay, all the other buy it nows are between $150 and $200. The tans, the actual tans, you're not going to actually hardly see on there. They'll probably throw another $50 on top of those. Ross had a lot of great vintage pedals. Their compressor, the gray one, all these old ones where it's written in kind of a script, worth a lot more than their later ones, of course. So these old 70 ones from the 70s are great and highly collectible. The compressor, again, just a 2-knob gray one, is like $450, and all of them are really, really high on the Ross end. These were known like, as DOD or Digitech crap back then, but then all of a sudden they fell into fashion and everybody loved them. They were not boutique pedals, they were just pedals. But now people are realizing how cool they are. This is the only distortion I ran for about 10 years. At the time that I was running these, I was, let's get the camera back out, because I look too pretty not to film. I'm going to put this down on the ground again. That's my microphone. I was using, I had all kinds of amps, but they were all tube amps back then. Ampeg V4 full stack. I had a Sound City stack and a high watt. And then I had a Sun Centura head with 2 Sun cabinets that were really huge, but like this high. That only had one 15-inch JBL D130 15-inch in there in each of them. Great clean amp. Took pedals really well on that one, which is what I used most of the time, was that Sun Centura over all the other stuff. The other stuff was just too much, even though I still used both of those big Sun cabinets, but I don't know, it just did it for me back then. It's what I liked, and this is the pedal I used. Again, it was all tube amps back then, and the solid state stuff was just starting to happen, but of course they were really, really horrible at that point. Let me see if this light will infect me a little more. Okay, so let's get this camera down, show you what I'm actually going through today. Okay, so the amplifier is about the only tube amp I even have around, because I just don't like them anymore. But that's fine. Everybody to each their own. Again, a good old SM58 on an old 1982 or 83 Fender Concert with the EVM 12L speaker stock in there. There was like 13 different speakers you could choose from back then. And again, this was, what the hell was the name? Okay. Anyway, that's the amp I'm using. I'll think of his name in a little bit. And I'm trying to think of it. I said his name in the last video, but who cares? Whoever designed and built those. The first Fender channel switching amp ever made by that one guy. Okay, when his name comes to me, or you can write it below. So I'm using an actual 1976 Explorer, not a reissue, so that's what I'll be using. I'll use a clean channel and the other channel I have on Overdrive. So let's put the thing down here and see if I can, hey, make sure we don't get my pecker in there. Okay, so what you have, the volume is towards over here, and the knob closest to you is the actual amount of distortion. So here's distort, here's level. Okay, regular guitar sound, I have to shut off my microphone that I'm talking to you on so you don't get bleed over, so you can hear the actual guitar through the clean channel. Here it comes. Okay, I keep looking for my volume or my on and off switch for this microphone. That was the Explorer in the middle. Here it is on the bridge pickup, which is where I'm going to put it. So here's bridge pickup. Okay, go on with volume and distort both straight up with the bridge pickup. Okay, as you can hear there, that is a real nice breakup for that 70s rock that was going on at the time. That's why it sounds like that. It would take clean amps, like this one was, or is, and turn them into a nice little machine. So the 70s sound is all over the place there. I'm going to mess with the knobs, again, distort this side, and your level this side. I'm going to leave it on the bridge pickup and not talk, so it will not pick up through this microphone, and you can watch me turn them. When I turn the distort over here all the way up and the level way down, then it goes to a major great sounding fuzz, but that sounds like no fuzz you've ever heard in your life. So you'll see how very cool it is depending on where you put these knobs. That are new pedals just do not react like this great old thing. So I'm shutting the mic off and just you watch, and I'm going to be strictly on the bridge pickup, okay? Okay, now I'm going to go to the neck pickup. Okay, there you go. Went through the gamut on the clean channel. Let's go up to the amplifier, and I'm just going to turn it onto the crunch. Okay. Dun dun. Still who? Oh, Rivera. That's who made these amplifiers. Paul Rivera. Okay, so he's the one who invented channel switching on Fender amps and designed this amp and built this amp. Okay, that's my microphone again, because somebody said I should put it out so they can understand me. But my hair keeps hitting it. Okay, so here it is on the crunch channel, or the second channel. However I want to do it. There's 3 stages of gain on there that Mr. Rivera put in. So here's without the pedal, with the bridge pickup. Let me get rid of this microphone because it's picking up everything. Here we go. Okay, so microphone back on. All kinds of funny stuff. Lots of gain on the pedal. No, get my microphone out of the way. Get my hair out of the way. Okay, going to the neck position on the guitar. On the pickup. Here we go. Okay, there you go. I had to plug in the flipping microphone again. This thing don't want to stick together. So there you go. Turn the guitar down, turn the effects off. Try to get my old bones off the flipping floor. Okay, that's it, kiddies. That is the Ross R50 is the model number. Model number, R for Ross and 50 for whatever. So, there it is, going through the Fender. What the hell? It's just crap hitting my stuff and this stupid microphone picking up everything. So again, the 1979-ish brown, so version 2. There were version 3 and a version 4. They started using block lettering and started looking like MXR. They started using the same font as MXR on the pedals on version 3 and 4. And they were black with just a like green around here or pink or whatever, depending on which pedal they went to. But they did use the MXR font. So it actually does get a lot different sounds than the old Distortion. The MXR Distortion or the Distortion Plus or the original Rat and all that stuff, even though it has 2 knobs. They do quite a lot of different things. I used it and left it in one place. I ended up getting 2 of these pedals. But turning both on did different things, or together did different things. But it was just always my favorite pedal for distortion, so I got one simply to get one if it was going for under $18. For God's sakes, I just couldn't say no. Again, yeah, $150, $200 is the going rate. So again, the Ross R50 in brown. Again, not tan. 99% of the people will put tan on eBay because they want you to pay more money for it, and it is very, very tan. I mean, not quite white, but as much of a difference as there is between the front of this box and that. This is actually tan. This is I don't know, orangish brown, but it's actually known as the brown pedal, not the brown sound. That hadn't come out yet. Actually, it was out right about that time, I think, 1979. The brown sound. Okay, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed it, or at least found it interesting. Once again, Scott Groves, GroovyMusicLessons.com, Dr. Groovy. Got some more pedals to go. This is all I'm going to do today because I'm tired. I actually went to the dentist today. I had to get up. And I've been sleeping my ass off, as always, so I'll see if I can upload these tonight or not. But again, you guys be groovy, and I'm going to go turn off my tube amp and leave it off for a few months. And more pedal reviews coming your way too, since I grabbed a few more. Okay, so talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.